Imagine sending a single prompt and watching a digital worker autonomously scour the internet for data, synthesize the results, and build out a fully populated project board for your team. Claude managed agents are designed to handle this entire loop within Anthropic's cloud. They function as autonomous workers that don't require you to maintain local servers or manage the underlying infrastructure yourself. In this tutorial, we are building a specific pipeline. We will connect Firecrawl to handle live web research and map that data directly into Linear for task management, tying it all together using the Model Context Protocol. For our requirements checklist, you need 3 things ready to go: an Anthropic console account, a Firecrawl API key, and access to a Linear workspace. By setting up this cloud-based workflow, you bypass the heavy engineering once required to stitch together agent loops and tool calls. The infrastructure is already built. Step 1 is securing our API keys. In the Anthropic console, we'll start by navigating to credential vaults and creating a new vault. Let's name this MCP Vault. Inside, click Add Credential, select Bearer Token for a custom server, and paste your Firecrawl API key along with their MCP server URL. Next, we add our Linear connection to this vault. Because Linear uses OAuth, you'll select it from the list and follow the prompt to authorize your workspace. This diagram illustrates how the vault operates. The LLM never sees your credentials. They are kept securely isolated behind this barrier, and only the external tools can access them during execution. To confirm this step is complete, check that both the Firecrawl and Linear entries show an active status indicator in your dashboard. Isolating these keys at the platform level creates a secure boundary, allowing enterprise teams to deploy autonomous agents without exposing sensitive data to the model. Step 2 is preparing the compute space. We need to define an environment, which is the isolated container where your agent's code will physically execute. Head to the Environments tab and create a new profile. The standard cloud hosting type is exactly what we need for this workflow. Pay close attention to the network settings here. By default, Anthropic locks down the environment, blocking all outbound connections to custom MCP servers. Looking at this configuration interface, you must click Edit and manually toggle Allow MCP server network access to the on position. If you skip that toggle, your agent will be trapped inside its sandbox, completely unable to communicate with Firecrawl or Linear. Step 3 brings us to the agent itself, the central logic engine that decides when and how to use our external tools. When you click New Agent, a guided builder wizard will open. Skip it. During the beta period, this wizard sometimes drops custom MCP server configurations. Instead, switch straight to the manual JSON editor to ensure our configuration saves exactly as intended. In this code structure, you see an MCP servers array mapping integrations, nesting the Firecrawl URL and Linear connection alongside the system prompt. Notice the line where tool policy is auto. The agent must have permission to call tools autonomously without waiting for manual confirmation. Save the JSON file and then look under Connected Tools in the UI. You should see both Firecrawl and Linear listed and active. Defining these parameters through JSON gives you strict control over exactly what data the agent can pull and what systems it is authorized to modify. Our final setup phase puts all these pieces to work by spinning up a session. Create a new session and link the components we just built. Select your agent, assign your environment, and attach the MCP vault to pass through your credentials. Now we give it a task. We'll prompt the agent to search the web for recent AI news and generate detailed task tickets for the top 3 stories. As it runs, you have 2 ways to monitor its progress. The Transcript tab shows a clean, human-readable summary of the agent's actions, while the Debug tab reveals the raw data exchange. If you watch the debug view, you can verify exactly what's happening. You will see the agent format a Firecrawl search query, parse the markdown response, and then fire off specific API payloads to create issues inside Linear. The session is where our static rules become a dynamic workflow. The agent evaluates the results it gets back and decides its next move autonomously. Looking at this organizational grid, the result of our pipeline is a fully populated project board. The agent synthesized the search data, formatted the markdown, and linked the original sources, all without human intervention. To run this infrastructure, you pay the standard token costs plus a session runtime rate of about 8 cents per hour, and idle time is completely free.
Once you understand how to route data through the Model Context Protocol, the toolset expands rapidly. You can swap Firecrawl and Linear for GitHub repositories, Notion workspaces, or Google Drive folders using the exact same framework. Deploying these agents embeds AI directly into your workflow as a functional teammate. By taking over the execution of research and ticket creation, the system handles the manual coordination that usually slows projects down.